In a historic fixture which often used to be a Premier League title decider, Unai Emery and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's teams failed to match the entertainment provided by the era of Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger in a draw at Old Trafford, which did little to help either side's ambitions to build on mixed early season form. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer set his side up in a 4-2-3-1 formation in possession, with Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof keeping their place in the centre of defence. 21-year-old Axel Tuanzebe slotted in at left-back for the injured Aaron Wan-Bissaka, whose usual position on the right was filled by Ashley Young. Having won the race to be judged fit for the fixture, Paul Pogba returned to the starting lineup as a deep-lying midfielder alongside Scott McTominay. Without the ball, Unai Emery's Arsenal began in a 4-5-1, with Callum Chambers being deployed unfamiliarly at full-back. Both wingers, Nicolas Pepe and the 18-year-old Bukayo Saka, dropped back to nullify United's overlapping fullbacks, while Matteo Guendouzi and Lucas Torreira had the task of pressing Pogba and McTominay as Granit Xhaka anchored the midfield. When they had the ball, Arsenal would switch back to a conventional 4-3-3 shape. The central defensive partnership was David Luiz and Sokratis, with Sead Kolasinac playing on the left. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang led Arsenal's forward line as the central striker alongside Saka and Pepe. United maintained their 4-2-3-1 formation without the ball. Marcus Rashford headed an intense high press on Arsenal's back four with the support of teammates Jesse Lingard, Andreas Pereira and Daniel James, each of whom would lead the swarm if they became the furthest man forward for United. Due to Arsenal's deep defensive line, Man United had plenty of possession in the opening encounters, with Tuanzebe and Young advancing down the flanks to maximise the surface area of Old Trafford's pitch. In particular, Tuanzebe and James provided promising signs down the left-hand side, as the pair used their pace to skip past Arsenal's converted right-back Callum Chambers. With the central areas evenly matched, Arsenal's wide men grew into the half, getting past United's fullbacks by coming short with their first movement and then using their pace to get in behind Tuanzebe and Young. Guendouzi proved to be the energetic force in Arsenal's attacks, as his determination to drive at United moved the Gunners up the field. But it was United who opened the scoring with a counter-attack a minute before half-time, when James's overhit cross was recovered by Rashford, who managed to provide a cutback for Scott McTominay to find the top corner. Solskjaer tweaked his lineup in the second half, with Rashford and James swapping positions, as United attempted to release the Welshman's pace against Sokratis and Luiz and allow Rashford to have a turn at tormenting the booked Chambers down the left-hand side. However, 12 minutes after the break, it was Arsenal's high press and pace which allowed Unai Emery's men to find an equaliser when VAR overturned the linesman's offside ruling to allow Aubameyang's chipped effort in the 57th minute. After the equaliser, United retained their dominance of possession and cornered Arsenal into their own 18-yard box. The away side's midfielders dropped deeper, allowing United to create openings on the edge of the box. Pogba came the closest in the 65th minute when his curling shot skimmed the outside of the post. As a result of being camped in their final third, Arsenal turned to their pace to catch United on the counter-attack, as substitutes Reiss Nelson and Joe Willock attempted to exploit the pace in behind Man United's back four, who were playing high and wide when in possession. However, both failed to create a clear-cut chance for Aubameyang to seal all 3 points. It finished 1 goal and 1 point each, a rain-soaked game that did little to satisfy either manager. "How many times have we been 1-0 up and not got the second goal?" said Solskjaer. "This is a steep learning curve for us, and we'll keep working hard, and with more experience, we'll make the right decisions. I've been in that situation as a player when you come off and think you could have got more out of the game, but we'll learn from this." Unai Emery wasn't satisfied with his point either. "I want more in the result and in the performance, but we're progressing. We were competitive, but we can do better. We can control moments with the ball better and take more chances in the box."